Women's hockey, 2021, 2022, I mean, you had the national team that always was winning gold, but professionally it was still kind of hit and miss. The game for women has exploded over the last couple of years, and that has helped your program in terms of drawing more players into the game to feed into your system?
Yeah, I certainly think so. I'm so glad that that professional league for women does exist, because it gives little young girls some hope and something to look forward to. And I think that's also what we tried to model our program over, is to give the local girls something to look forward to and say, wow, I could keep playing. I could maybe go to college and play college hockey right here in my own community. And that is very exciting. So that, and combined with the Women's Professional League, I think has really exploded the interest in young girls. And we do a lot of community engagement with young girls teams. We bring them to the rink for practice, or they come to our games. We always have a young girl who stands out there for the national anthem. And all those things are meant to drive that interest and keep that interest for young girls, so that they'll keep playing, and hopefully that, Medicine Hat will develop into a bantam, midget, and hopefully a junior team, and that could become a feeder system for our program at the college, and maybe even for the Saha programs in town.
I know there are girls playing in Medicine Hat minor hockey against boys right now, but there's also the Rocky Mountain Female Hockey League. Yeah. Medicine Hat has a couple of teams in there, including, I think, a U13, where both teams are playing for league championships this year.
I didn't know that, but that's great to hear. And I just hope that those ages can continue on to the next level, the next stage, and continue to develop, because that's what's important. And they hope they have an eye on, if they don't want to come to our college, they can go to some other college, but we'd like to have them keep in town.
And your players are serving as role models for those young girls now.
Yes, they attend practices, they work with the coaches as much as they can, and everybody we have involved in our women's hockey program at the college level is open to that engagement, open to that involvement, and they want to do what's best for the women and the young girls in the community.
I was there the night that the Rattlers got their first victory. I think it was the last game of the season 2 years ago. Was it in overtime?
No, it was close to it. I remember we were there, and we actually had the ACAC operating code open because it was like 38 seconds left. We thought it was going to go into overtime, so we wanted to make sure we were following things right. And I believe, I think it was Kennedy, scored with 24 seconds left to get the win. So we just had to kill 24 seconds, and we got the first win for the last game of the season.
I was running the clock that night, and right next to the bench, and the excitement was unbelievable.
Oh, it was, and it was deservedly so, and it was a feeling they probably will remember forever. We've kept the puck for that game. We have it in our trophy case, and I can tell you the last 24 seconds was nerve-wracking because you never know what can happen, but it was a great feeling to get that win, especially the last game of the season. It was so gratifying. So
how did the team grow from that moment into where you are now? I know you've changed coaches.
Yeah. I think it's important also to give credit to our first coach, Chad Barron. I think he laid the groundwork. He did a really good job. He's very passionate. His schedule was incredibly full, so unfortunately he had to take a step back. So we hired a new coach, James King, and I think just the congruency between the two, and the ID camps that we had in April to invite people out, and the level of recruiting that they've both done and James has done to bring in some better players. And that's just a reality, and word gets out. And what happens is it seems like we have quite a bit of a good pipeline with BC, northern BC, it seems like. And I think what happens is you get a couple of girls from that area, they come, they enjoy their time, they tell their friends, and then they tell their friends, and more come. And I think that's what's happening. And I think now that we've had a little bit of success this year, we have 10 wins, and with the playoffs coming, I just think that that interest is going to continue to grow, and it's just a matter of the coaches continuing to recruit and continuing to replace whatever players are leaving the program with better players and continue that development.